moved up here to Cave Creek from Sahuarita, south of Tucson, we were attending a Lutheran church in Green Valley, close to where we lived. And when we moved up here, we wanted to find a Lutheran church. We drove by this church. We saw the sign Lutheran. We thought, well, goodness, this is like 3 minutes from where we live. Why don't we check it out? And so just a few days later, we attended our first service here. We had a wonderful experience the first time. It was one of those change for change services. And we felt immediately, especially from your father and folks that we ran into, we just felt the love of God.
People were so friendly that we just I got to know people pretty quickly that way.
Yeah, and I remember immediately attending the Monday night service, or the Monday night men's accountability group. And I remember talking to Pastor Bill, and he was asking me about attending and everything. And I said, this might sound strange, but I'm gonna keep coming here until I find a reason that we shouldn't be here. I mean, it's kind of, negative, but I think I meant it. I thought it can't be this easy for us to find a church so close to where we live, and we just feel the love of God. And it's like, there's just got to be something here that is going to cause us to leave. And we've been here 15 months. We haven't found it yet.
By example of the people that we see exercising their faith and getting involved in things. There's a lot of people at this church that are involved, or at least we've put ourselves in places where we keep running into them. But I think overall as a community, this church is pretty active in, the Agua Prieta and in greeting and coffee service and meeting them in the nursery, and they're helping in the nursery. I mean, there's just a lot going on and a lot of people involved. And by proximity, it's helping me with my faith.
I think for me, especially attending the men's accountability group, I don't think I've ever been a part of a men's group where we could really be honest with each other with who we are, what's really going on inside. And I remember attending the first session and being able to share with those men exactly who I was, what I've been through, what I've gone through, really at the deepest level immediately. And to feel safe was, it was marvelous. It brings tears to my eyes to be able to be, and it's the first time I think I've ever been in a church where I have been able to do that. And then we started attending the Wednesday night service. And I remember sitting at the table eating, and all of a sudden I had one of those deja vus. And it took me all the way back to Würzburg, Germany, 50 years ago, where I was in a similar kind of fellowship where we loved each other. And it was like the same spirit. I thought, wow, this is like Würzburg. Anyway, and so that happened and is happening on Wednesday nights when I attend Wednesday night. But the other thing I wanted to share was when Pastor Bill started talking about the Will Graham Crusade. And so we ended up attending those 3 weeks of training. And it was, I would call it life-changing, really. I've been a Christian a heck of a long time. And to be able to realizing, I'm not in retirement spiritually, that God is still speaking, and that it's not too late to become more active in terms of evangelism. And so that, it was like God lighting a fire under me or something through that experience. And the fire is still burning, actually. All because we started coming here. So I don't know, I could go on and on. When you get a glimpse of the body of Christ, family of God, it's deeper and more intimate than any other relationship, I think, on earth. Well, it is. It's deeper than flesh and blood relationships with brothers and sisters, any kind of clubs, organizations, being loved by God and by His people, in the most intimate of relationships, of being loved for who you are. You don't have to put on any mask, any facades. And I sense that here. I feel like we belong, and that we're loved, and that we want to love others, and just the love of God just is all over this place.
Belonging somewhere and having a faith family and feeling like a part of the family, and being valued, and developing friendships based on something more than, we like the same restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
I would like, and especially since we're in our 70s, as we move forward, I would like to see the community really supporting the older members, or even the younger members who might need help, like giving rides to church or doctor's appointments, or bringing meals, or, those kind of things like the Caring Corps does. It's like, let's have a Caring Corps here. And I would like that. I think I'd like, since we're never moving again, I'd like to grow old here and have this be my family I grow old with.
I know I've always had an interest in baby boomers, especially now at our age as baby boomers, not retiring, but realizing that God still has things for us to do. We can still grow in the faith. We can still enter into new realms of praise and worship, to be alive and well in the Spirit.
Yeah, and I think we're saying kind of the same thing, that to be involved with the folks our age there are a lot of different ways, hospitality or music, or.
But at the same time, I'm involved
worship.
in the men's group where there's men in their 20s to
and I like
guys
that about
in our
this
70s.
church.
So
we like the mix, and that's better.
Yeah.
Plus, we lived in 55 and over.
As well as bringing our
community.
Granddaughter here.
Right.
In terms of 3 generations. Yeah. So
pretty soon the baby.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.